Welcome back, everyone. We're visiting with Sana Mehring this morning, and founder of CaringBridge, nonprofit. Anybody can start one of these websites, and whether we brought up whether you have a loved one fighting cancer, it could have been a car accident, right, a victim of crime who's recovering. Because I brought up, I would imagine some of the victims from the Las Vegas shooting probably have CaringBridge sites.
Absolutely, and sometimes it's not even, maybe they weren't even physically injured, it's more of an emotional injury, and it's a way to have that love and support. But yeah, CaringBridge is used for almost any type of health journey. And like you mentioned, as a nonprofit, CaringBridge is free to use for as long as you need to use it. And healing and processing that changes over time. You kind of, if you get diagnosed, you have an acute need right away, but then it becomes more of a way of therapy. It's very, you know, it really helps people to be able to tell their story and to be there for each other. And I've seen CaringBridge sites even created after maybe someone was killed in an automobile accident, and it helps that healing process through grief and through bringing that community together. So anybody that's going through any type of health journey should turn to CaringBridge.org, create a CaringBridge site. It's going to help heal and help their outcomes and their progress.
So anyone out there is like, oh my gosh, I am so tech inept. Can I even make a CaringBridge website? Is that, is it simple?
Even you can do it. Even wearing a cheese head, you can do it. You know, 20 years ago, when I was first creating CaringBridge, my mom comes from a family of 5 sisters, so I used them as my test. So if my Aunt Burla and my Aunt Rosalie could do CaringBridge 20 years ago. It is very easy to use. Go to CaringBridge.org. In just a few clicks, you can have your own website, let people know about it. And again, you have your own choice of the level of security and privacy you want. Some people are very open. They want to have a much broader, you know, ability to reach out, and some are very private, and there's just a small group. And that's one of those choices. It's where people get their energy from.
It's really nice. We talked about, you know, healing as the, you know, a large group, but not having to repeat, kind of from where it started with you, to tell the same story over and over, especially when sometimes it doesn't have the ending that you want.
Right.
It goes into one place, and then you don't have to repeat the story.
Yeah, and that's one of the first things people realize is, I don't have to retell my story, because not only does it take time, it takes energy, it takes emotion. And then on the other side, people do need to know, and they want to know. And so if they're more informed, they can help out in a much more productive, much more a better way. That is, they're there when and what they need.
So as a nonprofit, I'm assuming you're always trying to raise funds to help more and more people. So how does that work, and how can people help support
Well,
you?
90% of our funding comes from people who have had a CaringBridge experience. And we don't have large grants, we don't have government funding. It is powered by the people that use CaringBridge. And to me, that's basically the spirit of CaringBridge. You're there for each other on CaringBridge, and users and the donors of CaringBridge are there for CaringBridge to make sure CaringBridge is there for anyone that needs it. And it really does keep it a very safe and protected environment, and it allows us to not have to sell data, not have to have ads. And it is really a unique destination in today's world of social media and social networking. It is kind of the power of goodness and the power of healing that really is almost being set apart from a lot of negativity that's happening on social media. And I think there's such power in bringing people together for a common cause, for a common good, for a common healing, that CaringBridge is a very important destination and a very important way that we can connect.
Sana, thank you so much.
Thank
it's
you.
really an honor to meet you.
Thank
so
you.
it was really
Appreciate
a treat. And
Thanks
CaringBridge, people should go check out some of these.
Yeah, CaringBridge.org/healing.
Healing/healing.
I think you got a title to a book, too. Healing is a choice.
Ah, I got it. All right, I like it.
All right, stay with us when we come back. Halloween costumes and much more. Stick around.